here for... Oh, wait a second, no. I didn't parachute in, did I? The parachutes both malfunctioned, and we had to use emergency jets or something to slow me down. Otherwise, I'd have wound up a puddle of nondescript... I'd have wound up another freighter wreck, wouldn't I have? FICSIT's really gotta fix it, don't they? Anyway, Ollie Hopnoodle's Haven of Bliss is a Mercer sphere that I can steal. There we go. No, it's basically an well, the half of it containing the trip anyway is an encyclopedia of what can go wrong on a family trip anywhere, like the car won't start unless, because, well, this being the 40s, it's got a lot more mechanical parts, and one of them is a thing called a starter spring, so the starter spring's stuck, so he has to do this whole ritual of, Ralph's dad has to do this whole ritual of bouncing up and down on the hood, or like applying pressure to the hood, by bouncing up and down on it until he hears this sort of a mechanical noise of something coming unstuck, and then he has to tiptoe, whisper quietly to into the driver's seat, and then starts the car, and it'll actually turn over. And that's just one thing. There's also getting up in the morning. Well, in the original story, he doesn't pull it off. In the film, he does. But boy, is he in a sore mood. Of course, I'd be in a kind of a sour mood too if I had to get up at zero dark whenever it is to beat the traffic. Or there's when you run out of gas and have to hike to the nearest gas station. There's getting a flat tire. There's what else? There's a bee in the car. There's getting stuck behind, and I don't think this can happen anymore, but back in the 40s it could. Getting stuck behind a truck full of chickens. You get all kinds of chicken detritus and, feathers and gunk stuck in your car, and those chicken trucks are so wide you can't really pass them. And so you have to keep the wipers on. And they didn't have those things where you can clean the windshield back then by like spraying it down. They didn't have those. Your visibility is reduced to, well, very low. I'd like to be able to get around all this. And let's not forget the possibility of getting lost. I mean, there's a couple of different kinds of getting lost, right? You make a right turn when you make a turn at this street when it should be that street, and you're looking for this other street and it's not there. But that's got streets in it. You're driving on actual pavement, an actual road. Back then, it was entirely possible to try going on a detour, lose the road completely, and end up stuck in the middle of a field. think that's a thing anymore now. Maybe it is in some rural enough parts of the country, but like I said, it's a who's who of what can go wrong on a family vacation. Yeah, Gene Shepard's a really cool guy. I think on YouTube there are some of his old radio broadcasts, and some people can tell a story and you're pretty much drawn into it, you know, like you're thinking things like, can I really stick a penny on the window during a freezing cold day so that when the window ice is over you can see out the hole created by the penny? I guess that works, because pennies conduct heat better than glass, so if a window freezes up, it will freeze. Ice will form anywhere except where the penny is, I guess. I don't know. That might not be possible, come to think of it, given what windows are made of now, as opposed to what they were made of back then. Ooh, I am on such a roll right now. Even though I am in the dreaded land of giant trees, I feel so confident I can make this jump. Now, usually when somebody says that, they fail to make the jump. End up splatting on the ground, possibly getting killed. Again. Eventually I'll have to find my way back. I can just follow the markers on the map. And this looks like the Red Forest. I used to be so scared of this place. But 2 elite gas spiders will do that to a person, won't they? Ooh, brother. Engage that pig over there. There's a cave here. Fine, never mind the cave. Maybe it doesn't have spiders in it. But it probably does, so I'm gonna go around it. There we go. Oh boy, not this thing. Did I hear correctly? Are there 2 of them? These things can't fit down a hypertube, can they? I'm going to take this down to the aluminum plant. Yeah, it's like right there, so I'm fine. I'm going to take this back. This hypertube back. And I'm pretty sure that all the bows and limbs that I need are finished. Incidentally, I sort of padded out the empty space in, or no, I took up enough of the empty space in the containers. Those what are they again? Stampers? No. Constructors are connected to, so it won't make any more than 1,500 tree limbs and 800 bows. This thing's still running. Okay, so it's almost finished. One thing to remember is that this thing's still running too? Okay, so I have... Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's almost done. It's still... It's the principle of the thing. You can see what I did there. I can sort it, though. Bring it all back. Is the wait, here it is, here it is. Okay, let's see if I got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm on like the last 40 copper ornaments that I need. Take them all down to the assembler. Put the iron ones there. The copper ones there. Before it gets, I'm going to process some alien protein here. I think I got one of all 4. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I knocked off some hogs there, too. Alright, but the real thing I was trying to do was analyze the hard drives. Oh, wait a minute. Are these full? Oh boy. I am out of space. Of course, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means I have an embarrassment of riches. This is full. And I think I'm full up on computers too, because I've got they're manufactured as part of well, power production, but as it stands now, the main purpose of that plant isn't computer production, it's power production. Although, well, okay, I am using a substantial amount of it because I still got to make that nuclear pasta and cook it until it's firm to the bite, figuratively speaking. So we got like 4 Mercer spheres, 1 Summers loop, some slugs, which I don't think I need, but I'll store them just in case. These are made a minute. 15. So 30 times 4 is about 2 minutes. a second, I just realized something. Those 1,000 bows, I need them for... I need half of them for one particular research thing. Wait a minute. You can't research 2 things at once, so I'm gonna have to wait like 7 or so minutes until the hard drive is finished. Of course, there are a couple of things which take that long, like making all those bows. Did I mention I'm out of space yet? Looks like the research is finished. What do we got here? Fertile uranium and steamed copper sheet. Well, I've had fertile uranium before, but might as well take it for the sake of having a new resources. Wait a minute. I saw that. This is the codex here. Okay, so fertile uranium is non-fissile uranium. It uses uranium, uranium waste, and both kinds of acid, which is why I didn't go after it to start with. Alright, well, snowball fights. You can make snowballs.
These snowballs are made from actual snow, combined with a mystery ingredient that is guaranteed to make snowballs very throwable. And your snowball fight's extremely immersive and realistic. There are no low stakes with FICSIT.
I wonder if that's ice. Like a thin layer of ice that keeps the snowball together. Maybe I'm just being a little too simple, though. Okay, so in the meantime, all the metallic ornaments I needed were finished. So I've got them in the assembler. Not sure how long that's gonna take. So while I'm waiting, I might as well scan another hard drive from all the way on top of the roof of the molecular analysis machine. Here we go. Yeah, it's gonna take 10 minutes, but making the 100 wreaths, making the 600 ornament bundles might actually take that long. I can never keep track of this. Where? Ah, here we go. Yeah, I've only got like 6 more of these bows to go. So we'll wait for that to finish. Got 95, there's number 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. There we go. Now, I don't want to have like a ton of extra bows here. So I'll turn the machine back on if I need it. Which I imagine I might. I'll go down here and check how long it's going to take to make all these ornament bundles. I suppose course, I gotta thank my lucky stars they don't have all 4 kinds of ornaments in them. So we have 342 left. No, make that 442. These are 12 and a half minutes, so 440, I guess. Or better yet, I'll round up 450. 12 and a half per minute. That's 900 divided by 25 is multiply both sides by 4. 36 minutes, which is kind of a while. Maybe I ought to make another assembler, or take another disused one that I'm not using anymore, and make it and have it make wreaths instead. I think that's a much better idea. I keep forgetting to do stuff in parallel like that. I seem to remember an assembler down here that I'm not using. Well, I say not using. I guess what I mean by that is not using the assembler by itself, as opposed to as part of a machine. Oh, this is what I was using to make electromagnetic control rods. Well, sure. Just disassemble all this and rebuild it closer to that other other thing, what you call it? Closer to that other assembler, the one that makes what was it? Ornament bundles. I'm not exactly sure how long it takes to make a wreath. Maybe in the meantime, I ought to check on how the nuclear pasta is doing.